Sound familiar? Even if you don't know the Al Stewart song I'm talking about, which is called The Palace of Versailles, that melody should be familiar because it's taken from another piece that I have a lesson on here. I don't know if I can remember it. The Earle of Salisbury, a pavan by William Byrd from the early 17th century, and but made popular among my generation, at least by John Renbourn with his guitar rendition of the Earle of Salisbury, but it showed up in a lot of early classical guitar books as well. Anyway, as some of you know, I am a big fan of Al Stewart's, and he basically took this chord progression and wrote some lyrics to it and came up with a different melody. But that intro that I just played was the same progression in the key of E minor that the Earle of Salisbury has in A minor. So we're going to talk about, and this was on Al's Time Passages was the album, 1978. He had his two biggest albums, 1976, Year of the Cat, and 2 years later, Time Passages, both produced by Alan Parsons, which had a lot to do with their success. Back in those days, everything needed a saxophone. I don't think this one had one, but it had electric guitar. It had some cool solos in it. Anyway, Time Passages, Year of the Cat, all that stuff had sax solos in it because that's what was happening in the mid-70s. So what we're going to talk about, all I have is a chart for this. We're going to break down some of the theory of the chord progression and that little melody played in the beginning. So first thing is you should be able to play that. And this interplay between these two melodies it's like stereo separation. We've got this melody, 3 notes there. Then the high note that we had at the beginning starts another little descent. And the note that finished that melody kind of echoes it. Anyway, it's just fabulous. So that part is not going to be that difficult to play. I'm not putting out tab for it. We will just talk about incorporating those into strumming the chord at each chord change, and then picking out the pertinent or important melody notes. So that's it. Coming up, my breakdown on Al Stewart's The Palace of Versailles.